Do you ever feel like life keeps throwing blows at you? No matter how strong you try to be, every setback, every betrayal, every word that cuts deep, it all seems to leave a mark. But what if I told you that from this moment forward, nobody and nothing will ever have the power to hurt you again? Imagine stepping into a space where external chaos no longer dictates your inner peace, where the opinions, actions, and betrayals of others bounce off you like water off a stone. This is not just wishful thinking. This is a transformation of your mind, heart, and soul. You're about to embark on a journey that will teach you how to reclaim your power. How to build an inner fortress so unshakable that life's storms can no longer topple you. The first truth you must understand is that pain only has the power you give it. For years, we have been conditioned to believe that other people's actions can define our self-worth. Words sting because we believe them. Betrayals wound because we allow them inside our hearts. Disappointments hurt because we build our happiness on things we cannot control. But you are not powerless. No longer. Every time you remember this, every time you internalize this, you chip away at the chains that have kept you vulnerable for far too long. You begin to see that the source of hurt is not the world. It is our perception of the world. And the incredible truth is that perception is something you can master. There is a secret that the strongest people in the world know. The moment you stop seeking validation, protection, or approval from others, you become untouchable. When you understand that nobody owes you anything, that nobody can give you meaning or take it away, you reclaim your sovereignty. Picture a fortress built from self-respect, self-love, and unshakable confidence. It has walls that no criticism can penetrate, gates that no betrayal can breach, and a foundation that even life's cruelest twists cannot shake. This fortress is not built overnight, but every conscious choice you make to honor yourself and guard your peace strengthens it further. Now let us talk about the most dangerous form of hurt. Emotional dependence. Many people carry their hearts in the hands of others, giving away their power piece by piece. They let a single glance, a casual remark, or a fleeting rejection define their entire reality. This stops today. You will learn to internalize your strength, to fill yourself with such confidence and self-worth that external circumstances no longer matter. You will no longer feel devastated by the actions of someone who has never truly invested in your well-being, their words, their neglect, their anger. None of it can reach the core of who you are unless you allow it to. Understanding this is liberating, but applying it is transformative. Start by observing your reactions. The next time someone tries to wound you, pause. Ask yourself, is this my pain or theirs? Is this a reflection of me or a reflection of their limitations? Most of the time, the answer is clear. It is theirs. Once you begin to separate your self-worth from the judgments and actions of others, you will notice a shift. You will feel lighter, freer, and stronger. You will realize that your emotional armor was within you all along, waiting for you to claim it. Pain, after all, is inevitable. Life will always present challenges, but suffering is optional. The difference lies in how you respond. When someone insults you, you can either internalize it or let it pass through without leaving a trace. When someone betrays you, you can either collapse or rise even stronger, armed with the knowledge that their actions have no power over your inner peace. This is not denial. This is mastery. This is choosing to become unshakable in a world that thrives on shaking others. And here is the most crucial part. Self-respect is the ultimate shield. When you respect yourself fully, you no longer tolerate abuse, manipulation, or disrespect. You no longer wait for others to acknowledge your value because you already know it. Every boundary you set, every line you draw is a declaration that your heart is yours to protect, and nobody can trespass without your consent. The world will continue to test you, but now you are ready. You will respond not with fear, anger, or despair, but with unwavering confidence, dignity, and calm. Now that you understand the foundation of your invincibility, it's time to step into the mindset that makes this real. The truth is, nobody and nothing can hurt you unless you give them permission to enter your mind. Every thought, every fear, every memory that haunts you, these are your invitations. But here's the empowering part. You have the absolute authority to revoke those invitations. It begins with awareness. Watch yourself. Observe your reactions. Notice when a word, an action, or even a thought stirs pain within you. That is the moment to pause and take control. That is the moment to remind yourself that your peace is yours, not negotiable. Strength is not the absence of vulnerability. It is the mastery over it. You will still feel, you will still experience. But the difference is that you will no longer let life's challenges penetrate your core. Picture yourself standing in a storm. Rain lashes at you. Wind threatens to push you over, but your center remains unshaken. That storm is life. The rain and the wind are the people and events that used to hurt you. And now you are learning to bend without breaking, to feel without being consumed, to exist without fear. This is the ultimate form of freedom. The freedom that comes from knowing that external forces no longer control your emotional state. Let's talk about scars. Everyone carries them. Everyone has memories that ache, wounds that never fully heal, moments that seem impossible to forget. But these scars are not chains. They are marks of survival. Each scar is a reminder that you endured, that you overcame, and that you are stronger than the events that caused them. When someone tries to hurt you now, think of your scars. They are proof that you have lived through storms before. Proof that you have always risen. Proof that you are untouchable, because your foundation is built on resilience, not circumstance. One of the most profound lessons in this journey is learning to love yourself unconditionally. Self-love is not vanity. It is armor. It is the knowledge that your worth is inherent, not dependent on anyone else's approval. When you love yourself fully, insults become meaningless. Criticism becomes feedback, not judgment. Betrayal becomes a lesson in discernment rather than a wound in your heart. The people who attempt to hurt you now encounter a person who is complete, a person whose power is not borrowed from anyone, a person who exists independently of others' opinions or actions. Equally important is the practice of detachment. Not coldness, not indifference, but detachment. This is the art of understanding that life is a series of events and people are their own beings with their own flaws, limitations, and struggles. Their actions are a reflection of themselves, not you. When you detach from outcomes, when you detach from the need for external validation, you are no longer at the mercy of circumstances. You become the observer, the calm center, the unshakable soul in a chaotic world. And here comes the final transformative secret. Empowerment is a choice. Every day you decide whether to remain a victim or to rise as a master of your own emotional destiny. You decide whether words can wound you, whether betrayal can define you, whether rejection can shake you. And with every choice, with every conscious decision, you reinforce the truth that nobody and nothing has the power to hurt you. You are the author of your emotional reality. You are the gatekeeper of your peace. You are invincible. Not because life is easy, but because you have mastered the art of standing tall amidst it. This journey is not about isolating yourself from life. It's about embracing life without fear. It's about walking through relationships, challenges, and conflicts with a sense of power that cannot be undermined. It's about creating a life where you respond rather than react, where you act from strength rather than desperation. You are free now to experience the world fully, knowing that your inner fortress remains impenetrable. To ensure that nobody and nothing can ever hurt you again, you must transform thought into action. Awareness alone is not enough. You must consciously train your mind, Strengthen your heart and discipline your emotions. Begin with daily affirmations. Speak to yourself with unwavering authority. I am untouchable. I am unbreakable. I control my emotions and I control my reality. Repeating these words is not empty rhetoric. It rewires your mind to recognize your own power. Slowly but surely, you begin to respond to life from a place of strength instead of fear, from confidence instead of insecurity. Each time you reinforce this mindset, your emotional immunity grows stronger and the capacity of others to hurt you diminishes. Next, embrace the practice of emotional responsibility. Understand that your feelings belong to you and you alone. No one else dictates them. If someone insults you, it is not your job to feel ashamed, fearful, or hurt. If someone abandons you, it is not your role to collapse. You are free to feel, to acknowledge the impact of events, and to release them without letting them settle as permanent damage. By taking full responsibility for your emotional state, you reclaim your power in ways most people never experience. You become the ruler of your internal kingdom, the guardian of your peace. Another critical practice is boundary mastery. People hurt you because you allow them to cross invisible lines. It's time to make your boundaries explicit and unwavering. Say no without guilt. Remove toxic individuals from your space without hesitation. Protect your time, your energy, and your heart. These boundaries are not walls of isolation. They are gates of empowerment. They send a message to the world. You will no longer tolerate anything that undermines your peace. Those who respect your boundaries will align with your strength. Those who don't will reveal themselves, and you will have no choice but to move on without them. Meditation and mindfulness are also essential tools on this journey. When you quiet the mind, you become aware of the transient nature of pain and the permanence of your inner strength. Observe your thoughts. Notice the sensations of fear or hurt, and then let them pass without judgment. Like clouds floating across the sky, these feelings are temporary. Your essence, the core of who you are, is untouched by storms. Practicing this daily rewires your nervous system to respond with calm instead of panic, with clarity instead of confusion, and with power instead of vulnerability. Gratitude is a surprising but powerful weapon in your emotional arsenal. By focusing on what you already possess, the love within you, your achievements, your resilience, you create a lens that highlights abundance rather than deficiency. Hurt loses its potency when you recognize that your happiness is not dependent on others, but rooted in the life you have built, the strength you have cultivated, and the choices you continue to make. Gratitude fortifies your soul and ensures that external events cannot dismantle your inner peace. Finally, embrace the art of detachment from expectations. Life will never fully conform to your desires, and people will never fully meet your standards. Release the idea that you need someone else's validation to feel complete. By doing so, you remove the hooks that once allowed pain to take root. Life's challenges become lessons. Disappointments become opportunities for growth. And betrayals become mirrors, reflecting the limitations of others, not your own worth. In this space, you are untouchable. Nobody can diminish you. Nothing can destroy you. The reality is this: life will continue to test you. Circumstances will arise that challenge your resolve. But now you are armed with tools that make you invincible. You have awareness, affirmation, emotional responsibility, boundaries, mindfulness, gratitude, and detachment. With these, you create an inner environment that is impervious to external harm. Nobody and nothing can reach your core unless you invite them, and you will never do so again. Your peace is sacred. Your heart is protected. Your spirit is unconquerable. From this moment forward, you step into life as a force untouchable by words, deeds, or circumstances. You no longer live in fear of betrayal, rejection, or disappointment. You no longer allow anyone else's actions to define your worth or your happiness. Every insult rebounds. Every act of malice is neutralized. Every storm passes without leaving a scar. You are free not because life has changed, but because you have changed. You are strong not because the world is gentle, but because your power is absolute. And this is the most liberating truth of all. Once you claim it, nobody and nothing can ever hurt you again. Now imagine standing in a room filled with everything that once caused you pain. Criticism, rejection, betrayal, and disappointment. Feel it all around you. Now take a deep breath and realize something extraordinary. None of it can touch you. The voices, the actions, the judgments, they bounce off your armor like harmless echoes. You are untouchable because you have built a sanctuary inside yourself, a fortress of self-respect, courage, and unwavering confidence. The more you internalize this truth, the more effortless it becomes to move through the world without fear or hesitation. Begin to notice the patterns that once kept you vulnerable. The moments you let someone's words dictate your mood. The times you gave away your power to someone else's opinion. The moments you allowed hurt to linger like an uninvited guest. Recognize them not with guilt, but with clarity. And then choose differently. Every time you catch yourself slipping into old habits of sensitivity or reactivity, pause, breathe, and affirm. I am the master of my emotions. I am untouchable. Their actions do not define me. This conscious repetition rewires your response to life itself, transforming vulnerability into strength and fear into courage. It's not just about protection, it's about awareness. Being untouchable does not mean shutting yourself off from the world. It means fully engaging with life while holding your peace as inviolable. You can feel deeply, love fully, and experience intensely without letting anyone else control the depth of your heart. You can celebrate victories without arrogance, accept failure without shame, and face challenges without fear. This is the power of emotional mastery, the ability to navigate the world on your terms, unaffected by external forces. Next, practice the art of emotional release. Pain often lingers because it is trapped inside, feeding on attention and memory. Learn to let go, not by ignoring it, but by acknowledging it, understanding it, and then releasing it. Visualize the hurt leaving your body as smoke dissipating into the air. Feel your heart lighten with every release. This simple conscious act strengthens your inner immunity, gradually making it impossible for words, actions, or events to harm you. The more you release, the more untouchable you become. Another pillar of invincibility is perspective. Life does not happen to you, it happens for you. Every perceived attack is an opportunity to strengthen your boundaries, refine your awareness, and deepen your resilience. Every person who tries to hurt you becomes a teacher, revealing exactly where your power lies. Every challenge, every disappointment, every heartbreak is a mirror reflecting your strength, not your weakness. When you adopt this perspective, nothing external has the ability to wound you, because the power is already in your hands. And now embrace the quiet yet transformative power of self-validation. Begin to measure your worth by your own standards, not by anyone else's. Let your accomplishments, your courage, and your growth serve as the proof of your value. Do not wait for recognition, love, or approval. Give them to yourself. This is the ultimate act of empowerment. When you consistently validate yourself, the world loses its ability to diminish you. You become the source of your own respect, your own happiness, and your own security. Finally, integrate these truths into your daily life. Start each morning affirming your untouchable nature. Throughout the day, observe your reactions and consciously choose strength over sensitivity, calm over panic, and clarity over confusion. End each day by reflecting on moments where you practiced invincibility. Moments where you refuse to let external forces dominate your emotions. Every conscious choice compounds your power, making it easier and easier to maintain an untouchable state of mind. As you continue walking this path of inner strength, it becomes clear that the most profound power does not lie in controlling others. It lies in mastering yourself. The world may attempt to test you, but each test only strengthens the foundation you have built. Every insult, every betrayal, every challenge you encounter now serves as an opportunity to reaffirm your untouchable nature. You begin to realize that the ability to remain unshaken is not a trait of luck or circumstance. It is a choice. And the more you choose it, the more effortless it becomes. At this point, you fully understand that nobody and nothing can ever hurt you again. Not because life is easier, not because people have changed, but because you have transformed. You are the calm in the storm, the stillness in chaos, the unwavering presence that cannot be undermined by anyone or anything. This is the life of emotional sovereignty, where your peace is sacred, your heart is protected, and your mind is free from external control. You are now empowered to face the world on your terms, fully aware that your strength is absolute and your spirit is invincible. Visualize the life you are now capable of creating. Imagine relationships rooted in respect rather than dependency. Challenges faced with courage rather than fear, and moments of joy that are untainted by doubt or insecurity. This is the life of someone who has reclaimed their power completely. You move through each day with clarity, grace, and confidence, fully aware that your emotional state is yours to govern. Nothing outside you has the ability to disrupt your peace, because you have built a fortress within. A fortress stronger than any storm the world could send. And here is the most liberating truth of all. Your past no longer defines you. Every wound you once carried has become a testament to your resilience. Every betrayal a lesson in discernment. And every disappointment a reminder of your unbreakable nature. The person who hurt you. The event that broke you, the words that once cut deep, they are now powerless. Their influence over you has ended. From this moment forward, your energy is protected, your heart is safe, and your spirit is untouchable. So rise with this awareness. Stand tall with the knowledge that your peace, your joy, and your strength are no longer negotiable. Carry yourself through the world with dignity, courage, and unshakable confidence. Let your presence be a testament to the truth that nobody and nothing will ever hurt you again. Every thought, every action, every choice you make now reinforces this power. You are untouchable. You are unbreakable. You are unstoppable. And remember, this is just the beginning. Every day is an opportunity to live fully, to love freely, and to stand unwavering in the face of anything life presents. With every breath, you reclaim more of your power. With every challenge, you prove to yourself that your strength cannot be shaken. With every victory over fear, you reinforce the eternal truth. Nobody and nothing has the power to hurt you again. Your life is now your own, guided by your will, defended by your courage, and illuminated by your unshakable spirit. Step into this reality now. Feel it, live it, and embody it fully. You are free. You are strong. And from this moment onward, nobody and nothing will ever hurt you again. If you've made it this far, drop a 100 in the comments. It shows you are part of the 1% that's improving every single day.